No nonsense gin drinking. All gin, no nonsense.
Hello gin lovers, welcome back. I'm Bobby Freeman and today, my friends, we have a gin on the show it seems that everybody knows about and everybody is drinking except for old Freeman here, the one bloke who's supposed to know what he's talking about when it comes to gin. So I don't know how it stayed under my radar for so long, but let me introduce you to it nonetheless. My friends, let me, introduce you to Ford's Gin. And as I say, I don't know how it has gone unnoticed to me for so long because it seems like it's available everywhere. It's available here in the UK, it's available in America, it seems like it's in Australia, I assume it's in Europe and other places as well. So, my friends, I say we unlock this mystery and find out what this fella is all about. However, I have a little bit of a confession to make first of all. Here in the UK, we've had our lockdown sort of rules released a little bit and we've been allowed back to pubs. So me and Larissa last night had our first post-lockdown drinking session. So, in the words of David Brent from The Office, I got a little bit drunk, so I'm feeling slightly worse for wear today, but I'm going to plough on through, but just a warning, literally anything could happen. So then, let's find out what they have to say for themselves on the website, shall we? And this is, unbelievably, it's made here in the UK, so I really don't know how I've missed this gin. But anyway, let's find out what they say for themselves. Ford's Gin is a collaboration between 8th generation master distiller Charles Maxwell of Thames Distillers and Simon Ford. A thoughtful mix of 9 botanicals, Ford's Gin starts with a traditional base of juniper and coriander seed balanced by citrus, florals and spice. Steeped for 15 hours before distillation, the botanicals deliver an aromatic fresh and floral spirit with elegant notes of jasmine and grapefruit that create a versatile base for any gin-inspired cocktail. Wow, my friends, that sounds damn good to me. We are dealing with a gin which I think is going to be one of your core gins. So this little fella is going head to head with like your Tanquerays, your Sipsmiths, your Beefeaters, your Plymouths, all those sort of core ones. In fact, it kind of reminds me in its simplicity, just from the list of botanicals there, of our old friend the number 3 over there, which, as you know, was the best gin of last year. So I say we mess around no longer, my friends. Get the damn top off and get him in old Freeman's mouth. Get out of it, you bastard. There's some sort of, sorry about this, there's some sort of squirrel or some animal scratching about on my roof and he's determined to ruin my videos. You don't get that on other YouTube channels, do you? Anyway, squirrels aside, let's get the old top off and find out what she smells like. So, no cork today, so straight off with a screw top. It's a very pleasing shaped bottle, actually. It's got kind of a sort of a ridge here which fits perfectly into the hand like that. So top marks for the bottle grippage straight away. So get her in the glass, there we go, glug, glug, glug. Right then, nose going in, Freeman's? Maybe one day. Ford's Gin, Freeman's nose going into Ford's Gin. Right, let's find out. So, this is kind of what I thought this was going to be. There's no kind of crazy weird flavours sort of sticking up above the rest of them. This is a nice balanced one. As I say, it's going to be a core gin, but it's that lovely sort of what you expect from a core London dry gin, but kind of just sizzles a little bit with warming spiciness in the old nostrils. It just sort of like some warm, spicy fingernails, just gently caressing the internal bits of your nostrils. I'm not a doctor, as you can tell. So then, no messing about. Let's get a little bit of tonic in there. We, of course, as always now, we are going to be trying it neat as well, but I always like to try it with a tonic first because I think it is best. Just a tiny bit like that, I reckon that'll do. We don't want to drown it. So, I say to my friends, Ford's Gin... Oh my God, that smells even better with a tonic. Ford's Gin on No Nonsense Gin Drinking. Finally, I say cheers. Holy shit. Oh, man alive. Oh, right. I tell you, hang on, here we go. Okay, I'm bringing it back down to the English language, please, Bobby. Wow, my friends, it's just as I thought, it's not far off the old number 3 over here. And I'm kind of not that surprised because the ingredients were fairly similar and it sounds like a similar mindset. It's got the guys that are making this, what was his name? The chap who owns Thames Distillery. Hang on a second, where the goddamn... Charles Maxwell. And honestly, if you look up a picture of him, Google it, he looks like a man who is extremely wise and knows what he's doing. I don't even know, if I didn't even know that he knew about gin, I would look at that guy and think, well, I don't know what he's an expert in, but he looks like he's an expert in it. If that makes at all sense. But I always say, when you can tell when someone has poured passion and soul and a thought into it. And it's kind of, when I say, I talk about a harmony of flavors, sometimes it's difficult to discern one above the other because they've just tweaked it. Some have gone up and some have gone down, and they've got it into this, just a perfect line of flavors. Oh, you've got like the absolute exquisite amount of kind of citrus in there. There's kind of a swirling orangey and lemoniness. When sort of orange and lemons combine, it kind of makes sort of the perfect magical sort of citrus taste, I think. But then it's backed up with a kind of a warm, humming, it's kind of a spiciness, but I wouldn't go so far as to say spicy, just sort of a warm, humming sort of flavour. That makes no sense, but I think if you think about it, it starts to. Let me have another go, hang on a second. Oh man, it's like all those flavors, I say the citrusiness and that spiciness and the sort of the base of the, what do you call it, the orris root and all that ginness about it. They kind of just, it's like a choir of gin angels, maybe, I don't know, that's a bit weird. A choir of something has just sort of slipped into the mouth and they're just singing as they sort of glide down the gullet. And yeah, once again, that's a very bizarre analogy, but it's what come into my head and it's what I am imparting to you. I'm painting pictures in the air here for you. I've got to tell you what it's like. And that's what it's like. It just, I can't believe it's gone unnoticed by me for so long. It's just like, I would put it on a par. Would I? I'd put it on a par with number 3 over there. And also, an interesting thing was that this is actually a little bit stronger, 45%. So you usually expect it to be around 42 and 43 for a London Dry. Again, like with the number 3, I think that was 46%. And that, to me, it's not like sort of going as high as the Navy strengths or the Ober strength gins, but it just seems to pep it up a little bit more and just give a load more zing to those flavors. And it makes me think that maybe more gins should be like that, maybe that should be like the standard sort of strength you make them. I don't know, I'm not an expert, I'm just putting ideas out there. So let's try it neat. I don't think this is going to be that nice neat, to be honest. Let's give it a go. Oh, I stand corrected. As you know, I'm not really a neat gin drinker. I probably wouldn't drink it neat, but wow. Yeah, the flavours dissipate a little bit quicker than they do with the tonic, but you get kind of a nice earthy sort of woodiness in there as well, almost sort of a barky quality. But yeah, generally speaking, I think this is definitely, well, they say it was designed to be used in cocktails, but also I think that's definitely, but personally speaking, that's going to be definitely one for that makes a bloody awesome gin and tonic. However, my friends, does it have an awesome price tag to come with it? Well, I have good news, my friends, because this cost me, well, actually slightly annoying, I got ripped off. I bought it off online, and the first price I saw, which was £35. To be honest, that's okay, but I looked at this morning and did a bit more research. You can actually get it for about £30, which, as we all know, there's my top bracket. You don't need to go over to for a sort of a mainstream gin. And I guess it is a mainstream, really. Despite me not having heard of it, it's available everywhere, so I think we can technically call it a mainstream gin. And to give you an idea, £30 is about €42.34. However, I checked on an American website, liquor store. I couldn't believe it. I saw it for $21.99, which is just unbelievably cheap. So this is what I always say. You don't have to pay huge amounts of money to get the top quality gin. That is extremely cheap, especially in the USA, for something that is truly wonderful and can easily hold its own against, the Beefeaters and the other core gins. So guys, I need to say a big thank you to everyone who recommended this one, because for a while now people have been saying, oh, Ford's gin, and I kind of forgot about it, to be honest, because let's face it, the name is kind of slightly it doesn't really sort of stick in your mind, and the bottle's not hugely sort of attractive and unique as well, so it kind of just sort of got pushed to the back of the pile. But so many people kept recommending it, I thought, I've got to try this, and thank goodness I did, because this, I feel a bit of a letdown, a charlatan to you all, that I haven't included this earlier, because I think if you like gin and you know a lot about gin and you appreciate gin and good gin, this has to surely be somewhere near the centre of your collection, because, as I say, it's just stupendously brilliant in its simplicity, but also in its expertise, and it's a truly excellent gin. And I think if you haven't got this, get it right now. It's, you know, it's not going to be like oh my god, it's something amazingly crazily different. It's just damn good gin, and I'd be happy to have that, you know, standing alongside my Beefeaters, my Tanqueray 10s, and all my top ones. I think my top spot has just joined and has another gin joined. Oh god, has just had another join ginned it. What? There's another gin on my top spot, you know what I mean. I think you should go out and buy it immediately. So guys, what a video today. It's been truly fascinating to make this one. So if you found it truly fascinating watching it, then don't forget, as always, to subscribe to my channel, press the little like button on this video and the bell icon so you get notified when my new videos come out. And if you want to support the show, head over to the old Patreon page or press that join button below the video. But until next time, guys, you all know the drill. Take care, stay safe. Thank you to all my patrons and members, and keep drinking the gin.